ॐ जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। The devotees, Brahmo devotee, the Brahmo used to accept the Brahman, God as the impersonal absolute. God with form was not accepted by the Brahmos, and idol worship was not accepted. But brought up in a tradition of Hindu where they accept all aspects of God, all religions as a genuine path to God, it was deep inside. Though I externally accept the Nirguna Nirakara or Saguna Sakara, Dvaita or Advaita, one philosophy I may accept, oh, God is with form, He cannot be without form. Suppose I am Advaitin, and suppose I am Advaitin who says God has no forms, God is without form. He is Nirguna Nirakara. If I say, I am going to follow a tradition which doesn't accept I have been brought up in one tradition, deep inside is that, and to accept the external thing, it becomes something intellect understands but heart doesn't accept. The way in which it is presented to the people, the Brahmo Samaj, because of the Western influences and other religious influences, they wanted to bring a change in Hinduism to eliminate what others comment on it, not out of realization, but as an improvement through the mental activity. It is not standing on reality. So everything, even the modern discoveries and what all we see in modern science and technology, everything is an assumption. It is based on assumption, but satisfies reasoning. But they need not be real. For example, the human intelligence is supposed to have originated 7 million years back. Before that, he was an animal. What is the proof? The skulls they have got, archaeological departments, analysis of that. One is 80,000 years ago, one is supposed to be 90,000 years ago, one is 55,000 years ago. These are all there in the preserved, and they have done the carbon dating and other process of dating it. It must have been this. We see everywhere assumption. It must have been. It must have been. It must have been. Man must have originated in such and such time. When we see all this going on, we start doubting. Where is the reality? Where is the truth? Where is the thing that we have to believe in? When everything is an assumption, Carbon dating is assumption. We might have tested a few millions of years back. The process of testing is, it need not be true everywhere at all times. The whole nature is changing every moment. Now, in our bodily system, none of the cells that came with the birth will be living after 12 years. All the cells are going to die. New cells, entirely new body. But what is contained in it, what is linking one cell from the other, one bodily existence continuing in the next continuation, what is continuing is same. So that is the reality. Change in the bodily system is not a reality. What is making that present is reality. So to go to the reality, now my heart understands the reasoning, everything on the assumption. God is with form is an assumption of mine. God is without form is an assumption. I have heard, I believe, but where is the truth? So heart doesn't accept. Even I am brought up in a tradition. I was born in, suppose, Dvaitic family. And later on I find this Dvaitic family, I am born, but I need not trust the Dvaita at all. Because I am born there. Suppose I was born elsewhere, I would have followed that. Suppose I was born in a Dvaitic family, I would have pursued the Advaitic and taken it as true. So my heart need not accept a truth because I was born there, because these people are telling, but intellect accepts. Yes, this is a scientific way of presenting things. This is. But heart says, there might be a truth beyond all this. These are all assumptions. Like that, regarding God and spiritual life also. They are in Brahmo Samaj following the rules and regulations. It satisfies mind. But heart asks question, what really is God? I am following it because it satisfies my intellect. But what is reality? That question the Brahmo is asking. Sir, has God forms or has none? Sri Ramakrishna, none can say with finality that God is this and nothing else. He is formless, again he has forms. For the bhakta, he assumes forms. With what authority Sri Ramakrishna presents it to the people. Yes, I have seen, I have realized the truth beyond all. When Naren comes and asks, have you seen God? He says, I am seeing you now more clearly, more really than I am seeing you. I have seen God. Not only I have seen God, I can make you see God. God can be seen, God can be talked to, God can be interacted with. This is reality, this is truth. So the pursuit of truth is different from pursuit of reasoning. Reasoning need not be true, and truth cannot be reasoned out. But that question, Sri Ramakrishna is giving, yes, as an enlightened personality. He is with authority saying, this is truth, my child. You will see Sri Ramakrishna presenting everywhere truth. He had no conflicts. He had nothing to say about any religion or any path. Even earlier, all acharyas, including Shankaracharya, all acharyas did khandana and mandana. opposing and showing the defects in other philosophies and establishing their philosophy. Ramanujacharya came and he said, no, Advaita is wrong. Why? He gave the reasons. Vishishtadvaita is right. Why? He has gave the reasons. Then came Madhvacharya. He opposed the Shankaracharya and Ramanujacharya. He said, Dvaita, this is the philosophy. He gave his reasons for all that. Now, what is truth? Sri Ramakrishna, when God comes, everybody's realization is true. Yes, what you are telling is true. God is Dvaita. Yes, what you are telling is also true. God is Vishishtadvaita. Yes, I have seen. God is like a chameleon. Wherever it sits, it becomes one with it and reveals in a new way. Every moment, according to the observer, it goes on changing. God is such a thing. You approach in any way, it reveals itself in that way. How beautifully He compensates all problems, all conflicts. Here you see Sri Ramakrishna not doing any khandana or mandana, but telling the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. I have nothing to say. Now it is like time. I have a watch which shows exact time. I will see his time, watch, and say yours is 2 seconds slow. I will tell him 5 seconds fast. I go on telling nobody's time is correct. My time is correct. And I go, how many people? They go on coming, generation of generation. What is? Now, Sri Ramakrishna did not tell anybody, your time is wrong, his time is wrong, how much wrong is there. Never he told. This is right time, set your watches. This is right time. This is all. This is what Vedas state. My child, this is the truth. Set your understanding to this truth. Buddha came. They are enlightened. Last, when Sri Ramakrishna, he brings about the reconciliation statement. Oh, he is telling like this, he is telling, oh, both are correct. He is seeing from this angle, he is seeing from that angle. Now, my cloth, what is the color of my cloth? Most of the people say orange. But somebody will say it is maroon, because he has seen only this much. This is maroon color. What he is telling is not wrong, because he has seen only that color. Somewhere it is whitish. Then he will say white. He is right. Yes, all have seen the cloth, all have seen a part, an aspect of it. That's why Sri Ramakrishna said, nobody can finally say what God is. What God is, God is. But what you want to be, what you want to have, what do you want to see, how you want to see Him. Avaravara bhavakke, avaravara bhakutige, avaravara taranagi, iruti hanu shiva yogi. Hariya bhaktarige hari, harana bhaktarige hara, nararenu bhavisuvara adarante torvanu. Whatever is your feeling and whatever you approach, in that way He responds. In Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says this. We have referred to this many times. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manusya partha sarvashaha. All follow my path. As people approach, I approach them in the same way. Somebody comes to me as mother, I approach them as mother. Really, as a mother I go. Some who comes to me as his father, I go as his father to him. Some comes as brother, I go to him as brother. So, somebody comes to me as Shiva, I go to him as Shiva. And what is your real nature form? I don't have anything. Whatever is the devotee wants to see, whatever way they have realized, according to their nature, I am there. In whatever way, in whatever form you realize, or without form you realize, you have transcended the nature. The whole thing is to go beyond nature. Prakriti ke paar. How to cross over the nature. I have my internal nature, kama, krodha, logo, moha, mada, matsarya. All that I have to transcend. External is there. Old age will come. Diseases will come. Death will come. Birth, death, diseases. All these are external nature. So, external nature is there. I have to cross over that. I should not be inflicted either by the external nature nor internal nature. I want to be free from nature. So, touch God in any form, realize God in any aspect, you are beyond nature. You are free. You are the Ananda Swarupa. So, to enter the life eternal in the realm transcendental, which is the ocean of bliss, peace, love, absolute, is the whole struggle, whole sadhana, the purpose for which we have taken a human body or any other body. Ultimately we have to reach the source, go back to the source. So Sri Ramakrishna says, he is with form, he is without form. But he is formless for a jnani, that is, for him who looks upon the world as mere dream. The bhakta feels that he is the one entity and world is another. He finds it different. God is different, world is different, I am different. Therefore, God reveals to him he has a person. But Jnani, the Vedantist, for instance, always reasons applying the process, not this, not this. Through this discrimination, he realizes by his inner perception that the ego and universe both are illusory. Like a dream, then the Jnani realizes Brahman in his own consciousness. He cannot describe what Brahman is. So, by the process of negation, not this, not this, not this, not this, I reach the Jnani's ultimate, the Nirguna Nirakara of the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, I reach. But Bhakta accepts the world to be real. What is the difference? The Jnani is seeing matter separated from the Chaitanya. In everything, there are two aspects of existence. The sofa is there, in this, matter is there, Chaitanya is there. Chaitanya is making it express itself. Existence has two aspects in the creation, within the relative existence, within this nature, there are two aspects. One is Adhara, one is Adheya. Adhara is Brahman, the absolute existence, Nirguna Nirakara. It is pervaded by Nirguna Nirakara, the Shuddha Chaitanya. Because anything has to exist, there must be Chaitanya. Without Chaitanya, nothing can exist. Without space, no matter can exist. Space is not there, then sofa won't be there, water bottle won't be there, I won't be there as body, you won't be there as body. Because space is there, all things are there. But space is untouched by the unlimited by any of the object. I am there in space, but I am not limiting the space. I shout also, the space doesn't get affected. I throw a knife, space doesn't get cut. I fire, but fire cannot burn the space. But space has given the room, but it is not affected by it, nor it is going to instigate. You burn. No. It's nature, it's projecting. Like that, God exists because of that. All this, including space, exists because God exists. Just like Akasha is the Adhara for all this material world, for Akasha also, Adhara is the Chaitanya. In Chaitanya, all this, including the whole universe, appears and disappears in that Chaitanya. So that Chaitanya is there. I view that Chaitanya and overlook the material world. Then matter looks like dream. This is only reality. Waves and ripples are just imaginary. Ocean is alone real. There is nothing called wave. It is a shape of the water alone. Wave doesn't have existence. Ripples do not have existence. Only ocean has existence, and its existence wave is utilizing to show itself. So this world, Chaitanya is there, existence to the all objects including space is given by the Chaitanya. It is receiving from Chaitanya and exhibiting itself. All things are there because Chaitanya. When my eyes are fixed, my vision is fixed on the Chaitanya, this looks as unreal. And Bhakta doesn't look at the Chaitanya. He looks at the material world. He says, the two are cannot be separated from each other. If you hold on to matter, you are holding on to the Chaitanya. If you are holding on to the Chaitanya, you are holding on to the matter. But if I give importance to matter and think this is real, then I am giving up the Nirguna Nirakara aspect. Saguna Sakara I am holding on to. And God reveals Himself. See, I have become all this. Whole universe is myself. He will show the Vishwarupa. Now, it is me who has become all this. So, acceptance of material world and overlook Chaitanya and one body governing, one creation, the creator, the sustainer in which it dissolves, my existence, bodily existence as real, my going to dream and sleep and coming back. All this is real. Jiva, Mukti is real, Bandhana is real. So God reveals Himself to be the Vishwarupa. There God, you don't accept this, you accept the Chaitanya. God reveals Himself as the Chaitanya. So Bhakta holds on to the Chaitanic aspect of the universe. Bhakta holds on to the material aspect, Prakriti of the Chaitanya. Prakriti holding, I am going towards God. Holding Chaitanya, I am holding towards God. What is God cannot be told. I am one thing. That is what we see here. Sri Ramakrishna is telling, it is a illusory like a dream for the Jnani. Then the Jnani realizes Brahman in his own consciousness. He cannot describe what Brahman is. Do you know what I mean? Think Brahman as the existence, bliss, ocean, bliss absolute, as shoreless ocean. Through cooling influence, as it were, of the Bhakta's love, the water has frozen at places into blocks of ice. I went to one home, somebody's devotee's house. They were aware that Swamiji will be coming. When, what, they did not know. I appeared there. And somebody came and opened the door. I was there. The door opening was also an accident. My going also was there, accident. And they immediately said, please come in, come in, come in. and made me to sit. I saw Father is sitting below a table and seeing me, he is coming on his four outside the table. Below the table, inside the table he is sitting. And on the four, now I asked, what is this? He said, my son, the small boy, he has learned to speak, just speak. He wants Father also to move as he is moving. He wants to play as he is playing. So, to fulfill the demands of my child, I walk on my four. And he is there, you see, below the table. I was under the table because to play with him. Now, Father doesn't have any purpose to go there or walk on the four. But he does because of the demands of the child. He loves the children. He loves his child and wants to satisfy all his demands and needs. God is like that. So God sees, Bhakta wants to see him in form. So he takes a form and goes to his Bhakta. To satisfy the Bhakta's need. Love of God. He loves the child and child loves their father. So between it is love's demand making him to walk on the four. So Bhakta, it wants God to be seen with form. He manifests with form. Bhakta's love, the water has frozen at places into blocks of ice and reveals himself to them as person. But with the rising sun of knowledge, the blocks is melt. I am holding on to God with form. I want to become intimate with Him. Two lovers cannot stay away from each other for long. They want to become one. They struggle to become one with God in every aspect. Slowly makes me melt. My personality melts, my rupa melts, my form melts. Similarly, God also, His form also melts. It is like two dolls you have taken and kept in sunshine, made up of ice. Water is turned into ice. With that ice, I have made two dolls and I am keeping in the sunshine. Slowly the dolls dissolve to become ekarasa. Both become water and become one. So to find oneness, bodily limitation is there. No two objects can occupy the same place at the same time. So they turn into spirit, pure spiritual existence, and find themselves are one. This leaving the bodily awareness entirely and identifying with spirit is becoming Chaitanya. So here we see the exact understanding of that. What he is cannot be described. God comes as a person. Still, what he is cannot be described. Who will describe him? He who would do so disappears. When we see the most wanted things, we lose ourselves. When we have the vision of God, we dissolve ourselves. We are no more there. Even fine nature, which pleases you to the maximum, if you are in that nature, you will forget yourself. You have forgotten yourself. Wordsworth and all these poets, they look at the nature with different eyes. They will get lost. They become one with the nature. They are no more there. So When I am not there, who will describe what it is? If one analyzes oneself, one does not find anything such as I. Take an onion for instance. First of you peel off the red outer skin, then you find thick white skin. Peel these off one after the other, and you won't find anything inside. I want to know, who am I? Who am I? I am going to peel off myself. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya. All one by one cover if I go on removing. Last, Anandamaya of our goals, you will see nothing is there. Nothing of this world is there. Nothing what we can understand is there. Mind itself is not there, which was the finder which had gone. Everything has gone away. What remains, remains, and that cannot be told. There was no person who was last, he himself dissolves. So who is there to understand? Just like we enter into deep sleep. When we enter into deep sleep, we go layer by layer inside, go to the end, and I become lost there. I am there, but lost, dissolved. When I come back, I was not there. When I come back, what will I say? How did I experience the deep sleep? What did you experience in deep sleep? In dream I can tell what I experienced in dream. Oh, an elephant came inside the house. I can tell. What did you experience in deep sleep? Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti. In Sushupti, what did you experience? I can't tell, because I myself was not there. I was lost. I got dissolved. So in Nirvikalpa, when he experiences God, he doesn't know what he has experienced. That is a state of man who no longer finds existence of his ego, who is there left to see it. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.